Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. When we left off last time, we found the rest of the Gryphon diagrams, and we got some of the stuff made. That was a bad angle, the sun shining. It's not... I really like the green on it, actually. And I even like the brown with the green, but it's just not my favorite set thus far. Look at... His shirt's not tucked in very well, kind of rumply. It'll probably help when we get the gloves made, but even so... it's not that exciting. It'll do, though. Okay, so... We need to find... I want to have the gloves, just to... For a completionist's sake, I want the whole set to match. Oh, I do like these buckles on the back, though. That's a nice detail. Kind of like that. Catches the eye as I'm running along. Where's the... I'm debating where I want to go. I need... What is it, like powdered monster bits or something? I don't think this merchant's going to have it, but we'll try. No, it sounded like you're not going to have any of the things that I need if you're just selling foodstuffs. What's this now? Religion and life. Oh, I've already read it. Okay, he does not have what I need, but I'm thinking maybe the Peller might? Or perhaps Keira. I don't know if it counts as alchemy ingredients, but it might be something along those lines, so we'll try them.
Got their asses whipped like a Novigrad whore. You surprised?
Alright then, so... But where are they? Where does the Peller hang out? Over here, right? Alchemy supplies. And then... This one's Keira. So... I'm thinking we'll go to her, because she's a little faster. I know it's really quick to get to her from mid-cups. But I had best mark it on my map, or else I'm going to get lost. We'll just try her. If she doesn't have it, then we're just not going to worry about it for now. I'm going the wrong way. We can always come across it later. Oh! Yeah! I did take care of, that problem there. It was a little more complex than killed the beast that was eating folk, but... You can kill a rabbit with Ard. I thought I had Igneon. I feel a little bad about that. I don't know why, because I toast them all the time, and... Alright, 16. That's a good stockpile. We can leave the wildlife alone. Alright. Where are you at? She's down in the basement. Boop. Keira, I need to buy some stuff. That's the wrong way to climb up that ladder. Was she outside and I just didn't notice her? Ah, she was over here. Alright.
Geralt, just when I was starting to miss you.
So I was wondering... Yeah, I want to buy something.
Bet the old witch who lived here
She did indeed.
Very much so.
Alright, what if you... Potion of clearance. Oh. Eventually, but I'm cheap and it's 1,000 and I'm not that worried about it yet. Don't you have ingredients? I have to remember what the one I'm looking for even looks like. What is a glyph of infusion? Alright, it'll be some kind of powder looking thing. I'm thinking it was pink. No, none of this is it. Bummer. Alright, we're not gonna... That's not what I meant to hit.
Bet you saw this question.
We asked her this before.
Enjoying the country air? Admiring the unspoilt scenery? Or is it furthering the age-old alliance between the city and its breadbasket? No. I'm in hiding, Geralt.
You mean the persecution mage?
Yes,
Yep, I love how upset she is about it, though.
Changing the
Not happy to be stuck out
See
here.
you, Keira.
Alright. Moving on, though. When I remember where the door is. Here we go. So, what we want to do now. I want to explore some. We do need to go through and do all of our fist fighting. There's quite a bit of that left. And hit the key. Oh, we need to... Well, alright. I've done a little bit of Gwent off screen. Not too much. I tried playing our, what's her name? Joanna or something? The lady who hangs out by the Dwarven Smith in Crow's Nest. She is tough to beat. I've not managed it yet. But I do want to play the Baron. It's our quest here. And he is busy at the moment. So, let's go take care of that. Because if we go back to Crookback, then hopefully he'll, when that's all said and done, returns to Crow's Nest, and then we can get both of those quests out of our log. Well, I mean, that'll only be... I'm sure there's going to be more along the way for the Gwent one. There's probably... I'm assuming, based on the previous games, that there's going to be a series of people that I'll need to play, but... Gotta start with the first... Just wolves? Bandits. Scumbag bandits. Yeah. Making the world a safer place. In general, like, you have a lot of quests where it's not clear he's the good guy, he's the bad guy. And I do appreciate that. But I also kind of like that we have people like this, that it's... Like, really, if I were just out in the woods and saw some people, I wouldn't know if they're good people or bad people. How would you know? No one walks around with actual real labels. But because they clearly say, bandit, I can feel totally fine taking them right out. Drowners, I should kill you guys too, but... I don't know, bandits upset me more than drowners. Bandits are making a choice to be scumbags. Drowners are just what they are. They're still a danger and they still need to be taken care of, but... They don't have the same kind of malicious intent that a bandit does. I'm sure I've been by here before, right? Oh, new marker. Wastrel Manor, huh? Is there anyone to talk to here? Alright, lots of peasants hanging out. Making something. Alright, the key thing here is that we can fast travel, and I think we should, because we need to get quite a chunk off to the east. So, what is this? Let's see. No, not Celandine. Or the Baggertick. Tell me about this place. It's a little hard to... There we go. The once beautiful manor house located near here was known for its extravagant balls, which were attended by the cream of the local youth. Its owners abandoned it over a century ago, but soon afterwards it became a place of worship for the local community, which believes a deity dwells in the ruins. Okay, that's actually really cool and bears checking into. We will get back to Downwarn, but... So... Is this going to be the place, I'm assuming? Somewhere near here, it said. I want to see if we can find this deity. Oh, that's just a rock. Oh, yeah. Well, it said 100 years ago it was abandoned, so... Those 100 years have done quite a bit of damage to it. Yep. There's all the candles.
The hell in his eye. Ought to use it.
No wonder he cursed us. We're doomed. You's the one brought soured wine. Curse is your fault as much as mine.
Okay, we're gonna check this out, but first, it sounds like maybe...
Something here. Where's that artifact Keira gave me?
Settle down, Geralt. There's a quest here as well. Let's talk to Preben and Dagmar.
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All God, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. We scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
Sounds like aid I could do without. The All God, huh? Let's hear about it.
The All God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. And suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame.
And it talked to him?
Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
So it's that god, eh? Alright.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the All God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Plain to see.
How well has the All God been doing that, watching over you and keeping you from evil? I mean, he sounds spiteful. He didn't like your offering, apparently, you say, and so he cursed your village.
So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us. You can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me elms. But what can we do? Such are the times.
Yeah, I wasn't mocking, like...
They're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to this All God, because this sounds an awful lot to me like maybe you got some kind of mage hiding behind that illusion that Neheleni's eye is gonna get me through, and he's demanding you bring him bacon and beer, or else he's gonna curse you, which is crap.
I could intercede on your behalf with this All God of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, All God, help a poor wretch in need. Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Yeah? Alright, we totally gotta do this. So, we'll stand before the altar, although again, I think the big thing is... This is amusing to me. It's very clever. We're adding in the burning bush talking to a person. I'm sure it's going to end up being like a mage or some sort of magic user. But then that's a little bit of shades of the Wizard of Oz even, with the mighty being that they all bow to, and really it's just the man behind a curtain back here. Let's go to the altar. Where's it at? Oh, they've been sacrificing things here to this god. Is this the altar? Okay, address the All God using the altar. This part's the altar, apparently. Yeah, oh, the statue. That makes sense.
Oh, All God, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have.
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Alright, if that's how it's gotta be, that's how it's gotta be.
Here? How would that work?
Wait.
No answer.
No answer.
God. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I find him. Voice came from underground.
Alright, thus far this quest is delightful, and I'm getting a big kick out of this, but really if you stop to think about it, it's a terrible misuse of power, you know? It's really very cruel to take advantage of the peasants' credulity like this, and make them bring you stuff and threaten them with curses and plagues and everything else. I mean, come on. Alright. Quest really wants me to hang out here. There's the person. I want to go back to the wall with the eye. And maybe that's what I need to get to. Yeah, there we go. So it's, yeah, we're still in our circle. This is going to be it. Uh-huh. Alright, All God. Time to have it out. Let's see just who we're dealing with. Holy crap. Okay. Not just a mage. I thought it would be a sorcerer or something. It's not. Not necessarily an evil thing either.
What?
Okay, that's some kind of creature it's eating.
Disturb my divine being.
Geralt of Rivia. pleasure. Expected the Allgod to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense?
Yeah.
Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
There's a war on. They can't do better.
Steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey.
They are.
Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
We're gonna take a hard line with this guy, but first.
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. Built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack. Lit the bushes above.
Ah, that's how it happened.
I coughed from the smoke. And suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and Melitele then, Demanding prayers and offerings, given naught in return?
No, I think they give in return.
Talk at least.
I don't know about Freya, but I know about Melitele, and she does give in return. Like, Neneki's place trains people. She sent a bunch of her gals out in the war to help out because they had medical training. Like, come on. Come on. Dude, this guy sounds like there's nothing he actually gives them beneficial in return for their offerings. It's more, I don't know, he is a parasite, like Geralt said. He's being a bully. You give me stuff or else I'm going to harm you. That's the deal he's come to. This is a bummer because I was coming in here willing to treat him as a person, not necessarily assume he's a monster. We could work things out, but if this is how he's going to be, then no. You settle for humble offerings or else that's the end. They can't do better. They're trying. This is the best they can do. And what are you even giving them for it?
Listen here, lard ass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer.
No, and you don't curse him. You jerk. Yeah, I don't really want to kill him, but at the same time, he can't be cursing him. He needs to knock that nonsense off right now. I don't know. I'm not sure how happy I feel with this outcome. I didn't really want to fight him. But at the same time, I don't trust that he's even really going to hold to his word. Mountain folk boots, eh? Interesting. Alright, let's learn about Radovid. Radovid 5 the Stern, the hard slog to greatness. Which brings us to the epithet of the current ruler of Redania, the Stern. Allow me to diagnose the causes and consequences of this appellation. Firstly, the seeds of Radovid's sternness were surely planted in his childhood. When Radovid was born to King Vizimir and Queen Hedwig in 1255, his care was immediately entrusted to Philippa Eilhart, which would mess up anybody, the court sorceress. While none dared question if she was fit for the role of tutor, few now envisage her as having been a warm caregiver to a young child, and whatever harsh lessons she gave Radovid clearly left a lasting mark. That's an interesting phrasing, though. Was it a priority? Is it a priority for people in this time to have a caring tutor for children, especially your noble children? The next step on Radovid's path to becoming the Stern, the death of his father when Radovid was but 13 years of age. Though rumor has it father and son barely knew one another, the mere fact of being thrust into one's inheritance at such an early age and in such murky circumstances must have had a hardening effect. Finally, the Regency finished schooling Radovid towards becoming the Stern. Led by Sigismund Dijkstra of Tredegor, the Regency Council imparted upon Radovid a style of politics steeped in Dijkstra's aggressive, no-holds-barred reason of state-first principles. Such are the causes of Radovid's temperament. Now on to the consequences. Most manifestations of his fierce manner are well known, however, a few illustrative examples might prove useful here. They include his summoning of the Order of the Flaming Rose to be his armed enforcers. Yeah, he uses a bunch of zealots. His later support for the witch hunters in their zealous cause. And finally, there's the massacre at Loch Muin. Yet it is in the fight against Nilfgaard that Radovid has proven himself truly the Stern. While the forces of other realms disintegrated in the face of the Empire's onslaught, he has strengthened his own realm and taken command of the joint armies of the North. Whatever their opinion of him before, all clear-eyed observers now agree. Radovid V, known also as Radovid the Stern, is the North's last bulwark against Emir's expanding power. Which sucks, because Radovid doesn't seem like a great guy, but Emir is a scumbag too. Hey, look, he's got plenty of meat and all kinds of stuff down here. What's he complaining about? Whiner. Alright. And can we talk about anything else?
Maybe
No?
you care to go up top, see if you're still there.
Alright. Okay, guys. Yep, I chatted with him. We worked out a deal.
Dr. Allgod, face to face.
And will he show us mercy?
For a
He
time.
will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you the Allgod's merciful, understanding.
He's not, but...
Richer.
Is it just spite that I want to tell them this? I don't know, I feel like they should know what they're worshipping. We got to see the guy face to face. They should be able to see face to face. Not that I want him to look at him and necessarily judge because he's not human, but instead of thinking it's some sort of mystical whatever idea, you know, if you're going to worship a thing as a god, you should know know the face of your god. I'm a little concerned that if I send them down there, he's not going to attack them, right?
Oh, one last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? Might want to take a look sometime. Architecture is fascinating.
I don't know, maybe I'm hoping that by giving him this ability to learn the truth, they'll explore and they'll decide for themselves. Maybe they still want to come to some sort of deal with the Allgod. Perhaps it's even knowing, you know, once they know what he is, they'll work something out still. They'll bring him offerings in exchange for whatever kind of protection he gives. But I don't know, it seems fair. If they're going to worship him and we have information about the god that they don't, they should be informed about who they're choosing to worship. So, there they go. Okay, that was a fun little diversion. I'm glad we took the time to do that. That was pretty cool. I do want to go back to... And so, we got a lot of exploring we need to do, but first, let's try to focus a little bit. Wrap things up with the Baron. Look at you all. I have enough meat. Oh, and I just ran right past this. Okay, then. Straight to down, Warren. Where are you at? Over here. Alright, this time let's hang back a bit and see if we can hear some more of the conversation. Am I too far right now?
Why the devil are there witch hunters here to start with? I don't...
Alright then.
They say where they were headed.
Geralt! Well,
Alright, let's go.
Agreed.
I'll gather my men. With the swamp to cross and those cursed crowns to hunt down.
I do really want to hunt down those cursed crones. Alright, I'm behind you, Baron.
Ploughing swamp. Pox-ridden air promotes brain rot in the peasants. Crowns, fuck me. What will these hayseeds think of next?
I don't really blame them.
Exist. You'll know that soon.
Yeah, they do exist.
Right. More likely some mad old wenches making mincemeat of peasant mob.
You are sadly underestimating them.
Agreed to stay with them. Care for them out of the kindness of our heart.
No, it...
Good as gold, that one. Always.
Baron, you... Seriously, you've got no clue what it is we're going into here. I don't know, I'm concerned. I don't think this force is enough. I'm mostly really worried about Tammy, though. Hopefully nothing horrible has happened to her yet, charging in there with just the flaming rose. Everyone's drawing their swords. It's like, what's going on? What are we fighting here? Oh, got the jump on me, little turd. You guys gonna manage to take down even one of them on your own? Oh, let me in here. Okay, they got it. Oh, we lost a guy. That sucks.
Managed the one time, but who the hell knows what we'll find deeper in? That fair talking? Through you? Brawny bird? Who? Me? Fear? Not on your life. Alright boys, let's move on. At pace, show these horrors who's in charge.
Well, not really you guys, considering I killed like 4 of the drowners and all y'all managed to only take down 1. Still, it's good to have him here. Even if only because then the monsters have more targets instead of just focusing on me. Alright, I'll get the waterhead, guys. And rot fiends, great. Okay, back away from that.
Bloody hell! What the? Water hags. Where's a horror like that come from? A wench that's had too much hooch turns into that. So next time you think to give a woman booze, don't. Better off drinking it down yourself.
Or not. Maybe just none of you worry about drinking it, eh? Which is, that's a little rough. Drink here and there is okay, but moderation is the key. Oh my gosh. Tammy!
Tell you later.
I know, I didn't bother to put my necrophage oil on. It'll be okay.
Witcher, change your mind. How much did my father pay?
No, I came here for your mom. Settle down.
Anything to fear. Brought your new friends with you.
I have no fear, for the eternal fire protects me.
Won't need to protect you from me.
Tamara, dear daughter, you return after.
She came for her mom.
Come, don't deny.
Don't. Dude, he's not even apologizing or
Stay
anything.
away from me. I've come for Mother. Unlike you, I'll not see her rot in this swamp.
Why the hell do you think I'm here? To take her home?
She doesn't want to go home.
You'll do no such thing. You'll not lay a finger on her. Never. I'll not let you.
You've a right to be cross.
Yeah, she does.
I was not the best husband, the best father, I know. But I've changed. Ask anyone. Geralt, come, tell her.
Baron, it's not been nearly long enough for me to know if you've changed. He does want to save his wife from this. That's good. But really, the relationship they have is just horrible and toxic, and it brings out the worst in them. It's admirable that he'd like to save her, but he doesn't need to save her with the goal of bringing her home to him. Which I understand. I understand that he's not there right now, that he doesn't see that. This is all a lot of stuff happened really fast, and he's still right in the midst of it. But really, that's what he needs to do. That's the best outcome for them. Is to save her and then just go their separate ways. Because they're awful together. I'm not gonna... We're just here to find Anna. We can sort out the rest after. Tammy doesn't want anything to do with you? That's fair. She still wants something to do with her mom? Hey, that's her choice. I know that... I feel really bad for Tammy because she's the sticky wicket in the whole thing. Like, in the first place, when Baron found out that Anna had cheated on him, right? And Anna had left. Ideally, he should have been able to say, well, she doesn't want to be with me, and just let her go. Find a woman who will be faithful. And a lot of people said, well, what about Tamara? She took his daughter. Well, she wasn't going to leave her, because Tamara is her daughter as well. So that's really the problem. I understand why he charged after her, because he still wants his daughter. I understand why Anna took her, because it's her daughter as well, and because she's especially not going to leave her daughter with an alcoholic who suffers from PTSD, right? Because he had at that point. He'd been saying he came back from fighting and he couldn't drop the drink, and he knows that things were rough. So, I don't know. I think objectively, the best he could have done would have been to say, I need to stay away from them for their sake. Because if you're an alcoholic in the first place and you can't part from the drink, then you're not in a position to be a good dad. So give your daughter the gift of not being that negative force in her life until you can get yourself under control. But, and I know someone said in the comments that a good and loving spouse would have helped him through the alcoholism. You can't love someone out of being an addict. You can't. You know, it just... I've seen it in my family history. You cannot love someone out of being an abusive alcoholic. It's not how it works. They have to change for themselves. I hope that he can change, but we've seen nothing thus far to indicate that he really is going to stop the drinking and stop the abuse. So, I don't know. I guess I'm just more of the same, that I still feel like the Baron holds the majority of blame for everything that happened. Even if Anna did try to stab him, it was because he just murdered her lover in front of her. She probably thought she was next. And then after that, she feels like, well, there's no escape. She tried to go away once, and he tracked her down and killed a man because of it. So she felt stuck with him. Trapped, beaten. Of course she's gonna just strike out at him where she can and hurt him where she can. It's just a bad situation all around, and they really need to end up going separate ways. So hopefully that's the outcome that we can kind of strive for here. Right at the moment, let's just look for Anna.
Stop arguing. It's stupid. We need to find Anna.
No, it's not stupid, just this isn't the time.
That ire and vehemence can lead to naught but one's downfall.
Who the bloody hell is...
Baron, back up.
And who are you to ask so crudely?
This is my commander.
And that should be of no concern to a drunken swine.
Tamara, you stand with their kind.
She does.
Perhaps you'd have them torture and hang your own father.
You're not my father, and I care not a bit what befalls.
And you've earned that, Baron.
I remind you, we've a matter to resolve here.
Yeah, let's just find Anna.
Witcher, will you help us?
Wouldn't be here if I wasn't willing.
Yeah.
I've lost 5 men and have little notion of what else to expect in this cursed...
Oh, it's gonna get worse.
No time to lose. Crones could return any minute.
How do you know they're not here already?
They might.
Because we're still alive.
Yeah.
Search the village.
I want to take them down, but I'm not convinced that we can take them. I'm a little nervous about it. Will it weaken their power if we destroy their altar, maybe torch this building? Or will it just piss them off? Baron, leave her be. It's not the time. I understand how he's feeling. I do. He wants his family back. I get it. But he doesn't get that if he presses for too much too soon like this, it's just gonna drive her further away.
Oi! Get back, stinky head. Gingerbread loaf, freshly baked and hot.
Mother.
Clean as a whistle, fresh as a daisy. Go on, whip me. I made it too little. I nibbled it, but just to see if it's firm. But it's fresh, so take pity.
Oh, Mother.
Yeah, a life of being beaten by him over into being beaten by the crones. It's just worse and worse for her.
But I pleaded. I begged.
Mother, it's me. You recognize me? What's happened to her?
Her mind's broken.
I said I'd do it all. Give it here. I'll scrub it again. Scrub it clean.
Mother!
Oh, that's not good. The beast that took her.
Get ready.
Okay, we can take it out, but it's not... It's just a piece of the puzzle.
Perhaps.
Didn't sound like wolves.
Because it wasn't. Get ready.
They shall kill me. Kill you. Kill all.
Yeah, they will kill all. No doubt.
Show me what you got.
Okay, and it sounds like there's a crone talking. I want to look behind me, but first let's get this water hag out of here. Okay. 1,000,000 drowners, so we definitely want our necrophage oil. Is this still active? I think so, maybe? I don't know. Whatever, we'll be fine. One kind of cool thing about the... Oh my god. Fiend. Oh, it's only level 9. It's really big, but... But one kind of cool thing about this is that people who would sort of be enemies, like, I'm not a... You know I don't like the Eternal Flame. And the Baron didn't either, clearly. But it's kind of cool that even though we don't like each other, we're all just kind of on the same team right now, because we are dealing with something way bigger and more terrifying than ourselves. And man, if this is what snatched her out when she and Tammy were trying to run away, and I'm pretty sure it is. What a horror of a thing. You're just trying to run away from a abusive home situation with your mom, and then this thing leaps out of the wood, grabs her off the horse, and takes off. Alright, I want to loot this thing for sure.
What was that?
A fiend?
Looked a fiend to me.
Crones have sensed us. They know we're close. Sent the beast for Anna.
Well, we stopped the beast at least.
Witches. When will it end? Look what they've done to her. Are they not satisfied?
They're not.
Enough. I'm taking her away.
She's my wife. She'll return.
No, she'll go with Tammy.
You're welcome to come with us if you wish.
She's going with
Don't
Tam.
touch her. We leave this cursed place now.
She's sick, weakened. Where would you take her in this state? Oxenfurt? It would mean her death.
I know how to care for my mother.
She's not a rag doll to be ripped from hand to hand. Let her decide.
I don't know that she's capable of deciding.
Pie for dinner. Mood pie.
She's incapable of deciding anything just
Yeah.
now.
A dark spell. It must be. Help her, Witcher. I beg.
If there's a way I can. Okay. So take her someplace safe. Obviously, she should go with Tammy. Look, Baron, I understand. As horrible as you guys' relationship is, I do believe that you love her. Or at least love the idea of who she used to be before things went so sour between the two of you. But at this point, it would seem so cruel to send her back with him. It's not where she wants to be, and it's not a good situation for either of them, really. It's better for him also if she's not there. It does make the most sense for her to go with Tammy, even if it would be a rough journey for her to get to Oxenfurt.
Before we do anything, we've got to get her out of here. Crones know we've come for her. Might send another monster, something worse than a fiend.
I'll not go anywhere until you tell me you can help her. Break the spell.
What if I can't? Are you still prepared to care for her? She's your mom, right? You want that for her.
This is no dark spell, I'm afraid.
Well, what is it then?
She's been through a lot. Lost a child, was carried off by a fiend, lived in the Crone's village taking care of children who are now gone.
Who were eaten.
It's left its mark, as it would on anyone.
So it's hopeless. You can't help her. She's to be like this.
Maybe with kind, loving care she could improve, but...
A very wise man with a gift for healing. Met him some time past. Lives in the Blue Mountains.
I want to go to the Blue Mountains.
I shall take her there.
I've been very curious about the elves in the Blue Mountains, because you hear about the Blue Mountains, but then the books never really go into anywhere in the Blue Mountains. Ugh. You're killing me, Baron, because I don't want to agree with you. And I think you guys bring out the worst in each other. It's better for you separated, and yet at the same time... I hate to make this... It does seem worth a try. If he could help... Ugh. This game is being cruel to me. She should go with Tammy. But it doesn't make no sense. I have hope. I think it's worth a try. I'm sorry, Tam.
Might be worth a shot.
I shall go with you.
Okay,
That's
good.
impossible, sadly.
Why?
No,
You have duties. Duties deriving from your commitment to the Church of the Eternal Fire. Once we finish our work in Velen, we return to Oxford.
Dude, it's her mom. Come on.
Said you'd save my mother.
Yeah, and you
I
didn't.
kept my word. Your father can care for her now.
He care? You know him. You know what he did to her.
He swears to be a changed man. And in his eyes I see
Oh.
true sorrow. Remorse for his sin.
I don't...
He will care for her.
No, that's so
And
much
give a
bull.
new life and new duties to the Eternal Fire.
No, you go where you want to go, Tam, and I will defend you right here and now.
All will be well.
I'm not convinced. I would like to hope. I hope that he has changed.
Think. I will find the hermit. And once she is herself again, we will find
I want to believe it, but I don't.
Swear it.
You have my word, child.
I want to believe it. I want to be optimistic. I really, really hugely hope that he keeps to his word. I really do. But I'm not convinced he will after 19 years of this relationship they've had. You take this opportunity. You make the most of it, Baron.
To kill monsters, it doesn't matter who posted the notice. The coin has to be right. That's all. Witchers don't debate. Their conscience plays no part. They just get on with it, then pick up the coin pouch tossed at their feet and set off on their
No,
way.
they don't, Carol.
Don't expect witchers to save them from themselves.
You want to believe that's what a witcher is, but that you've always been more than that.
Thank you, Witcher. Despite all.
I'm sorry
The
it's all
Eternal
worked out like
Fire
this,
guide
Tam.
and protect you.
I'll pass on the Eternal Fire.
Give me a moment.
You were right to let your father take her.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
We could do nothing more. Nor could the Witcher, if she can be helped. Only a learned sage will know how.
Perhaps you're right.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not... This guy's kind of pissing me off. Great, and what does he even know about it? Oh, I looked in your dad's eyes. He's a changed man. He needs it. Like, dude, she looked in his eyes all her life. She was raised by him. It's awfully presumptuous of this guy to be like, you have duties to us and you have to go back with us, so your mom can just go off with this dad. That was so horrible. I looked in his eyes. It's cool. Like, it's... whatever. But... I don't know. I want to believe in the possibility... I want to believe that the Baron was sincere, but even if he was sincere when he made that oath right now, the real trial is going to be sticking to it. I mean, I don't know, maybe enough horrible things have happened recently with the loss of Dea and the her first being the botchling turned into the lubberkin, seeing Anna like this. Maybe the shock and the impact of that will be enough for him to be able to just quit cold turkey like he says he's gonna. But... I don't know. I just don't know. I have some doubts too, just like Tammy does. I really hope for Tamara's sake. Anna as well, I mean, hopefully this guy the Baron knows about will be able to help, but I'm not sure that he can. I don't know. I kind of feel like this is probably the best outcome we could hope for. I really hope that we can follow up on all of this later, that we can find them again or something, and it's tough. And I'm both relieved and disappointed that we didn't get to actually fight a crone. I really want to take the crones out, but again, I'm just scared that They're really super powerful things, and there's 3 of them. I don't know that we can do it. If they'd have shown up, they might have just killed everyone here. Alright, can we talk at all?
Give me a moment.
No. Okay.
I must gather my thoughts myself.
That's fair. I'll leave you be. Let's go back to Crow's Nest. And see it, or Crow's Perch. You know, I'm not actually... I should know which one it is, but somehow it always gets mixed up. Crow's Perch. Let's see if he's there, because we need to play Gwent. Oh, that was all that crap I dropped. Ooh, that's really pretty. Clouds over the moon. Always one of my favorites. But if he's gonna take her to go see this wise man, then he wouldn't be here, right? We'll have to see what happens. I don't want my Gwent quest to be messed up. So hopefully he's here, but maybe if we talk to him, he'll have already tried taking... I don't know, maybe we'll be able to get an update right now. Maybe he already took her straight to the hermit, and then now he's back here. Or if I talk to him now and he hasn't taken her to the hermit, then I'm going to be furious.
What did I do to deserve your company?
And what's this then?
Ah, Witcher. Greetings.
Greetings.
Baron's not here.
Oh.
Rode off to find a healer. For the wife, naturally.
Okay, good deal.
I know. Seen what's happening outside the gates?
What do you mean? Baron
What's happening
left
outside the
me in
gates?
Command. Told the boys to set things right, put them in order. The new
He trusted the boys to keep things in order while he's gone?
That is the new order. And I don't give a flying fuck if you like it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing here for you.
So... Shoot. So by helping the Baron, we've made things worse for the villagers. That means the Baron's not here, so I can't play Gwent with him. Crap. I'm glad for him that he's trying to do right by his wife, but... He's gonna lose Crow's Perch. I don't think... If he's off helping Anna and he's not keeping order and the peasantry's suffering, that also means that he's not gonna be making his Nilfgaardian quota. Nilfgaard's gonna take him right out.
If I ever have a son, I'll name him Geralt.
Is there anything specifically that I can help any of these people with?
What? Folk don't object to your white mug.
Let's drink for its nearly night.
Okay.
Where's your gold? You can tell us willingly, or...
No, please. We've none left. Sir, help
I'll
us.
help you.
Stay out of this.
Nothing doing.
Leave them alone.
What's it to you?
Won't stand by and watch you rob and murder them. Plain refuse to.
Got a sensitive one? Look away, woman. Still here. Oi! Get it!
Try it. So, watch out, peasants. So, I mean, this sucks. I'm glad Baron's helping Anna. The peasantry's suffering. He's gonna help her, but he's not gonna be able to come back here, because Nilfgaard's gonna kick him out. But in the meantime, we gotta do what we can to stop these guys from just running rampant. I already had it equipped, didn't I? Whatever. Here you go. Ooh.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I don't know who you are, but thank you. They'd have slaughtered us like...
Unfortunately, there's a lot more of them. I didn't do nearly enough to stop this all. And I do have some fear that standing up to him is just going to lead to more retribution against the peasants, but gotta do what I can where I can. Sorry.
Might catch something.
Okay, let's talk to the sergeant now that we've killed some of his men.